Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. We're here. It's time. Are you ready? Are you prepared? Be prepared. Are you ready? Let's do it. Get myself situated here. Get all comfy. Oh my god, get comfy. Get your water. Get your water, everybody. I did not know gosh was an emoji. Yeah, it's a vosh gosh. The vosh gosh. Anyway, hello. I hope this stream is aiming for clickbait instead of discussing a clickbait article. Let me tell you, this stream is clickbait, is all I can tell you. Yummy water. Oh my gosh, there's so many people hanging out today. What's up, trans girl Jade? Hello, mama. And there's Mersh, and there's Junebug, and Corpse Candy. So many people hanging out. I'm sitting on 2 ice packs wrapped in a towel. Is that because you... Oh, wait. You were working... Okay, I was about to be like, that sounds like somebody who just got a new pussy installed. But I guess not. The Vagashi. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm the mama in chat to confuse people when we talk about Demon Mama. True. At first, I tried to always usually say Mama Mephistopheles, but I usually can't do it right at the beginning of stream. Because I'm like, I have been not speaking to anyone all day long. All day long. I've just been not talking to anybody, and it's been glorious, and now I'm here. Anyway, Nikki in the YouTube chat says, I like the finger guns dragon. If you like the finger guns dragon in the modal, then you should come over to the website chat, because over here on the dingle-dangle website chat, we got the dingle-dangle custom emojis. Custom emojis. And you can post all kinds of... Look, we got the wave right now. Like, wave is super cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're loving all of the infernal mamas, for sure. People always say I'm a mouthful, and also my name is hard to pronounce. Yo. So we've got some fun stuff to ignore today. We've got, like, plenty of news that we're gonna ignore today. I mostly just wanted to chill and hang out with you guys. That's mostly what I wanted for today's stream. I don't have a game in mind. I don't have any particular, like, stories in mind. I'm sure there are stories we could talk about, but I think we're just gonna skip it today. You know what I mean? What emote were you looking for? What did you do? Monka gun? We went with Monka gun. Okay, now you found it. Monka Ross. Goodness gracious. Anyway. Yes, we have Pepe's, we have all kinds of fun stuff. Are we skipping stories like we skip leg day? Listen! I am not here to be called out like this. Okay? That's not what I'm here for. Actually, sometimes I skip leg day because leg day is, it's usually Friday, and the gym is usually busier on Friday, so... I only skip leg day when I'm like, I think there are too many people in the gym for me to work out safely. But yeah, I'm trying not to. I just going to the gym earlier on leg day is the goal. But I still get 1 leg day per week, even if I skip Friday. I still have like a other day of the week that I do leg day. So you can always do squats at home. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like I've been doing kettlebell squats because they enable me to do it in such a way it doesn't hurt my back. I have an injury, and I have to not instigate more injury. So, I'm expecting today's stream to be a little bit slower, to be a little bit more chill and relaxed, because most of the time we have a shit ton of people in here. I mean, I'd be curious, since this is just a chill stream, I'm curious how many people we can get in here. So, of course, as soon as you come in, feel free to hit the like button, because we're just gonna be... you know, memeing and creaming, talking about whatever, talking about, usually we end up talking about how to better ourselves in some way, so that's usually part of it. Kettlebells are great. Yeah, like because of the way that my injury is on my back, yes, I injured my back doing deadlifts. Exactly, Patrick. That is what happened to me. I injured my back doing deadlifts, so now I have like a weird, I just have like certain postures that I can't really do lifts in. And I'm figuring it out. So, I no longer want to better myself. I want to worsen myself. Well, listen, this might not be the ideal location for you. if you're here for that. Because I am getting better, and I will drag you all up with me. I know several people who've injured their backs during deadlifts. Yeah. I don't know why people do deadlifts. It seems like literally any other thing that you could do would be better for you. Need to get some kettlebells or dumbbells myself because I'm doing way too many reps. It takes ages. I was thinking, so I've finally have talked to my partner a little bit about moving to Washington, and we're still not 100% sure on what the plan is in general, but you know, one version of how this will go is that we will move to Washington in a year and a half. And, you know, I'm guessing that Seattle area is going to be a little bit more spread out. So I imagine that it's going to be more difficult to find the right gym within the right distance of where we live, you know? So I could really imagine someday really investing the money in having a home gym. And one of the things that I would like to have is one of those adjustable dumbbell sets. That would be nice. Can you come by Texas and just throw me in your U-Haul when you go? Just pack me in a box. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, let me just I'll get a small refrigerated box and put it in the back of the U-Haul. Wait, I guess we're gonna be moving in winter when the time comes. So yeah, I guess you need an insulated box to fit in the back of the U-Haul. Yeah, bring your own Oreos and Pedialyte. For me, it depends on the metric of worsening myself. I strive to get worse in the eyes of conservatives, for example. I'm never trying to get worse in the eyes of conservatives. I don't do anything with conservatives in mind. Fuck those people. I don't give a shit what those people think. If they think I'm a freak, then that's their problem. I'm not sitting here trying to fly my freak flag for the sake of pissing off conservatives. Just can't imagine thinking about those people and what they want at all. Anyway, 27 people in here. Hey, hit like. And if you don't want to stay and hang out, then hit like before you leave, because we're chilling like a villain today. Oh, geez Louise. Violet posted a story in StreamRex that's unironically good to cover if you want to talk about the value of ignoring conservatives. Are you talking about this one that I already have open over here? Over 200 allies drown out deranged activists protesting against queer youth. Moms for Liberty got a dozen anti-LGBTQ+ activists to protest queer youth event, and they weren't prepared for the massive pushback they faced. Yeah, so Moms for Liberty is one of those psycho groups, and they were protesting against the Rainbow Room, which is an LGBTQ+ youth support group in Pennsylvania. However, the small group was vastly outnumbered by 200 counter-protesters who gathered in support of the queer youth support group. Hell yeah. I mean, this is good shit. The event was open to ages 14 to 21, and they called it a youth indoctrination event and, quote, groomer central, a slur accusing queer people and allies of child sexual abuse. Brock and Elston particularly took issue with the Rainbow Room offering sex education sessions and a queer prom. I fucking hate these people. Here's part of why I don't want to cover any of this today. I am, how you say, I wish to break the TOS. Here's the thing. I just, part of the reason why I want to move away from a dangerous place and to a safer place is because I want to do violence, and I don't want to do violence. I want to be in a good situation. I don't want to feel like when people are coming up here and they're going I'm going to Planned Parenthood's Rainbow Room youth indoctrination event. Oh, I'm so concerned about grooming and I don't even pay attention to when it happens in my own church. I'm going to call this indoctrination even though I'm a fucking psycho Christian, fucking insane piece of shit, useless fucking waste of oxygen. I have nothing good to say today. I want these people to die, horribly. I'm not saying I'm going to be part of it, but I just have absolutely nothing good to say today. Children cannot consent to puberty blockers. Fucking moron. tired of this shit today. Doesn't M4L have some legit ties to Nazi groups? This is also part of being better, expressing the rage. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's like, there are days when I have salient criticisms and I'm willing to engage and be like, here's the reasons why you're wrong, and puberty blockers are good, and, you know, why are you calling us groomers when you're a groomer? And there are days like today when if I were to see one of these people in person, I don't know that it would not become a pocket sand situation. And I just don't want to get arrested, and I also don't want to have a bad show. So I don't know. It's like sometimes the angry show is a good show, but I don't want to be that community, I don't want to be that community. We can express a little bit of healthy anger every once in a while, but I don't necessarily want to be I don't want to be one of these places where you come and like, I'm raging and then you're raging and we feed back and forth on each other's anger. Like, I just am not interested in that. I like how I can just wander into this vid and know that I'm going to agree with Lux about this. Yeah, true. I guess this article doesn't really cover it, but it's really satisfying to watch how this crowd specifically used the tactic of ignoring the fascists entirely and just blocking them. Billboard Chris got nothing from them. Limp dick fascism. Yeah, is there a video? Maybe that's what the problem is that there wasn't a video. I'm looking at a short clip right now. They want to keep child marriage legal. I know. Exactly. Anyway. So I hope everybody's having a good day today. I did a little bit of maybe irresponsible spending of money. Just a little bit. I bought some new sports bras and other workout clothes, which it's dumb. Like, I purchased like some SPF. I mean, it's actually not called SPF when it's on clothing. If you get clothing and it's sun protectant, it's called UPF. I learned recently. So I bought some UPF protecting clothes so that I can exercise outside and it won't hurt my skin being in the sunlight a whole bunch. So it's not like it was totally unnecessary, but it's like I could probably have lived with only one of the shirts instead of like 3 of the shirts, I really need to go bra shopping soon. Yeah, I got one of those ones that like zips in the front, one of those like sports bras that zips in the front, and I'm very, very, very excited to to wear it. I was reading and I said read. Interesting. I didn't realize there's special sun protective clothing. Yeah, it is the idea is that it will protect your skin underneath your clothes from the sun. Because like you think, most clothes you probably think of as being sun protectant because maybe you get an obvious sunburn on your exposed skin and then there is not a noticeable sunburn underneath. But that doesn't mean that it's not still like a cancer risk, depending on how thick your clothing is and what it's made out of. So, yep. Can we do a pet stream? I want to see everybody's pets. And the isopods. Isopods are doing okay right now. I have a plan for what I'm going to do with my isopods soon. So we can talk about that a little bit. I just want bras that close in the front and are racerback and in my size and not $50 each. True. Yeah, my bug buddies are doing okay, I suppose. Yeah, let's do bugs. Oh my god, let me go get them. Pretty soon I will not be able to just casually go get them, I don't think, so we'll talk about that, though. Actually, I think these guys are all doing pretty well, because I just gave them a bunch of leaves, so they're pretty happy. Oh god. So these are ones that I got just because, like, my partner purchased some and the seller, like, gives away some for free occasionally. So here's my guys that are, like, cappuccino colored. Let me pull this up so that I can actually see what I'm showing you here. Yeah, these guys they're all, like, cappuccino colored, They're sexually dimorphic, so I actually think that the brown ones are the females and the black ones are the males. So they got lots of leaves in there, so they're happy. They got lots of stuff to eat in there, you know? Look at him, he's like om nom nomin', traveling around. So those are Armadillidium vulgare. These are the same kind of ones that you would find in your backyard, except these ones have been bred to have cool colors. So that's cool. That's one of them. And now, wow, that's not ideal. These guys are ones that I actually did catch in a public park. Armadillidium vulgare. There aren't as many of these guys visible right now, so. These ones I literally just caught in the park, you know? But they're doing good, you know? They're happy. And then there's my big guys. They're not really that big, actually, but my bigger container here of, oh my god, these are my Procellonites pruinosus, orange cream. And, yeah, let's see. They're guys, you know? They're running around. They're running around all over the place. So, yeah, they're doing okay. I am going to be moving them soon. My partner has an extra terrarium right now that's empty, and it's a little bit bigger than the purple-topped container that I have, and I'm gonna like establish that as more of a bioactive terrarium, because I don't have any plants right now in my terrariums. They kind of look like shit. And I don't like them very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, like, plants and stuff in the new terrarium and get that, like, established a bit. And then probably I'm going to take all 3 of these types of isopods that I have, and I'm just going to put them all in together into the same terrarium. And then, like, whichever ones live, they live. And that's fine. Imagine if somebody just picked up your house and showed you to a camera and was like, look at these little goobers. Yeah, like someone just picks up my entire house like it's a dollhouse and just like shows me off. Yeah, they're just some little guys. They're very low maintenance pets. My poor rats have all died of old age. Oh, that sucks. So now you're only mice? Only mices? I'd be scared shitless. Yeah. Yeah, me takes the whole roof off. No worries, yeah. I love having streams that are a little bit more low-key, where I don't feel like pressure. Like, yeah, I should be like, I need to make money, let me be entertaining, or whatever. Like, no, listen, sometimes we're just gonna fucking do nothing. You should set up a bug camera, and then you can put that on when you go to the bathroom, or even whenever stream is offline. How does that work if stream is offline? How does bug camera work if stream is offline? That's a question that I have. Doing nothing is fun. Listen, I like doing nothing sometimes. Yeah, I guess stream would never be offline in that case. Yeah, I just get donos. I mean, listen, I wouldn't complain if most of the overwhelming majority of the time it's bug cam. Just the final 2, maybe like I end stream, but like ending stream at the end of the night, it just switches to bug cam for like 3 hours. Yeah, passive income, exactly. People are donating and like talking about the bugs, and they're like, oh my god, that's Jerry. What's Jerry doing? Jerry is having a fight with Tom. They're going at it. Oh no, I think actually that Tom might be a girl. You know? One of the bug cam ASMR. That could be fun. Yeah, dono to the bugs. Support the bugs. Being a bug landlord. Passive income, gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. Truly. That would be kind of fun though. Getting just a little like, maybe like a humidity resistant camera and like sticking it inside the terrarium. And then do occasional, I think it would just have to be like, okay, it's the end of stream. So we're just gonna have a couple hours of bugs now, and then I'll end the stream in a couple hours. But I'm like, the microphone is off, I am off camera, I am not present anymore. as far as stream is concerned. It's like, it's only bugs for the last 2 hours. That's how you all want to know. You're like, sometimes you're like, ooh, Demon Mama length streams when? LOL, not gonna happen. Unless I stream for 3 hours like I always do. And then there's just 5 hours of bugs. Yeah, exactly. What if there's just a second community that comes on after us just to watch the bugs that don't actually care about the mainstream? I think it would be funny if I left the stream title, like whatever political thing is on there, like whatever it was last time, like they're coming for the gays again. And then you click in and it's just fucking insects. Like, they're not insects, I shouldn't say that. They're isopods. They're just fucking like isopods moving around. Just little bugs. Little guys with their antennae. DM has been pulling some majorly long streams lately, too. Yeah, I mean, I think, frankly, that part of it is that Demon Mama can take long breaks from streaming if she needs to, because she makes a lot of money when she streams, compared to me. So she doesn't, like, need to stream a bunch, which means that when she does stream, she can be like, you know, let's strap in. I haven't seen you guys for a week. Let's fucking go. And, yeah, I also think that when Demon Mama, like, has several people living with her and therefore she's able to sort of distribute some of the responsibilities, whereas I am doing all of the work to make a household happen by myself. That can be your version of the Demon Mama in the bathroom song. It's just elevator music and bug cam. Yeah, I'll switch to bug cam when it's time for me to use the restroom or something. Exactly, DM has the critters. I was just thinking about this with regards to Doe. Like, I was thinking about how Doe doesn't really stream anymore, and how, you know, it seems to be thriving and it seems to be doing so well without having to stream, you know? And, like, I was like, dang, isn't that so great that Demon Mama and other partners involved can provide that for Doe, so that Doe does not feel the need to work and can be healthy. And, like, Doe probably does a lot of that kind of stuff around the house to compensate. And, like, I've been thinking about it a little bit because my partner and I are also talking about this. Like, you know, he makes so much more money than I do, and I'm home all the time, so, you know, if I'm gonna move back in with him, it's probably gonna be a similar thing where I don't, like, I might even stream a little bit less depending on what the situation is. Like, because as it is, I stream more than I want to, because, like, I have to prioritize this and prioritize making money right now. And I still want to work and stream and make money, even if someone else is making most of the money in the relationship or whatever. But, like, yeah. I don't want to be 100% a housewife, you know what I mean? I don't want to be, like, 1,000,000% not working. I hope it's doing better than it was before, considering all the harassment it was getting online. Honestly, I really hope that Doe is, like, thriving right now, because that was so many crazy things. Like, sometimes I wonder, like, it's weird that nobody attacks me and nobody pays attention to me, right? Like, nobody gives a shit when I say something inflammatory. They don't care. But, like, Doe got such crazy harassment. And then, like, every time Doe says anything, there's a bunch of Doe haters. I'm like, can you imagine hating Doe? That's fucking insane. Doe is such a sweetheart. And then, like, yeah, it's, like, weird. I'm not sure. Like, comparatively, do I just, like, what is it about me that just haters don't give a shit about me? It's just weird. How often would you stream if you had the option to do so as much or as little as you want? I mean, are you saying if money was no object and I was just streaming purely for fun? I don't know, probably like 2 times a week. Once or twice a week, something like that. I don't know. It's my job right now, so I'm enjoying that. House spouse. House spouse is, I think, the correct term. Yeah. My ex-boyfriend was psyched to move in together in August and then dumped me like 2 months into the relationship. It's so hard to get to that situation where you have a partner you can rely on. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's for sure quite difficult to rely on someone. Hi, Lux. How the muscles growing? The muscles are growing good, but you can't see any until we get donos today. I'm so sorry, but we did do arms day today. Today was arms at the gym. House dragon. Exactly. The plural of house spouse, fun fact, is high spice. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Hello, Paint! What's up, Paint? I appreciate you joining the Discord. Good to see new folks coming into the Discord as well. Hey, we're just chilling today, so if y'all are enjoying chilling, hit like. I would be curious to see how many viewers we can get on a just chilling, hanging out stream. Because, you know, I want to do this kind of stuff more often, I think. More often where we're just kind of chilling and doing nothing. Hi, Corpse Candy! With the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Be Gay, Do Crime. I cannot confirm nor deny. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the dono. Dono. I did a video to check my form earlier, and I'm like, damn, I got some really defined leg muscles going. Yo, my thighs are, like, so much bigger than I was expecting them to be. It's so, I can't really do that. I can't really, like, post leg on stream. Like, how am I gonna on stream show you, like, how thick my thighs are? It's hard to do. Oh, I posted, on Fansly some pictures in yoga pants. So if you're interested in seeing that, it's $5. I did share a news thing. Yeah, I saw some news things shared in the Discord. That's why I saw that you had posted in ye old Discord. Anyway, yeah, no, what was in the Discord? We got some stuff in the stream recommendations section of the Discord. Oh yeah, Paint was posting about some stuff in Canada losing access to news because of a big tech debate bill thing happening. Yeah. Meese is the plural of moose. Meese! Anyway. Hello, Hypno Amber. No worries, we're just chilling, Hypno Amber. Today is exclusively a shit posting and talking about whatever kind of day. Oops, I dropped the camera. I guess it accidentally showed my legs. My camera is fixed. Like, it's on a thing. And it'll, like, wiggle, but it's, like, stuck on there, you know? There's no dropping the it's like, also, the camera is worth almost more than my entire desktop computer. Not the peripherals, but, like, the box itself. Who's your favorite leftist in this space? Ooh, controversial! Controversy! Who are my favorite leftists in the space? I don't know. Like, how do you mean? Who are my favorite people within the leftist space? Or who are my favorite leftists in the leftist space? Like, who is best at being a leftist? Or who do I like best? I don't know. That's such an open-ended question. It's such a loaded question. Who are your least favorite leftists? True. Where's water? Water! Yeah, let's start some drama. Let's start some drama. Hot or not leftist edition. Smash or pass leftist edition would be kind of shitty, but fun. Anyway. Water is good for you. I have a 64-ounce jug of water, and it's one of my favorite things I've ever done for myself. Delicious. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I have a hard time playing that because I typically want to smash everyone I watch. Can you say your answer again? I need to dishonestly clip you. Did I even give an answer? Your question wasn't specific enough. Your question left too much room for interpretation. Hell yeah, drinking water is based. It's praxis. I think it's praxis to drink water and to work out. Someone asked me about my skincare routine recently, and I was like, okay, well, here are some of the products I use, and also I stopped drinking alcohol, so I mean, Your mileage may vary, but that's what's working for me right now. Of course, I say I'm stopping drinking alcohol, and then the second I say that, I'm like, but do I want to get some beer later? Water and sunscreen, just about all you need. Well, I just drink water, you know, as a rich person. That's what the rich person always says. They're like, well, I just drink water. Haven't touched alcohol in like 7 years. Yo, congrats, Jade. Honestly. Yeah, got it. Always drink sunscreen. This is a public service announcement. A private service announcement, actually. Do you like sparkling water? I mean, not really. I don't like sparkling water because it implies that it's supposed to have flavor, and then it doesn't, and then it sucks. So, I don't know, though. I guess I've never tried, like, just straight-up carbonated water that doesn't have some kind of weak-ass flavoring attempt in it. So that does kind of put a damper on things. Why is my hair so funky today? I feel like my hair is so funky recently in general. Of course, I don't actually care about my skin. Flavored sparkling water is better. I think flavored sparkling water is also under-flavored, though. Like, I don't understand the point of it, basically. I love carbonated water without any added taste. It's nice and refreshing, just like cold water, except more bubbly. Listen, if I'm drinking water, I want to drink water. Maybe with some lemon in it. If the sparkling water had sour lemon taste in it, then maybe? Hello, Violet. Welcome in. I don't want to open the door to caring about my skin. I'd have to do things and spend money and stuff. That's the one kind of bummer. Is, you know, you're like using your expensive creams and you're like watching the level go down and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy this fucking $18 tub of lotion like once a month. Like, if I'm actually taking care of myself, aren't I? Yeah, like, it costs money. I work outside, it's a losing battle. You can get sun protectant clothing. I was watching the Transatlantic show. Oh, cool. Who was on the Transatlantic show today? I forgot that that's on Thursdays. I haven't been invited back on it yet. So, as I haven't talked to... I didn't actually talk to Jimmy last time. I talked to Arden for the most part last time. So, I haven't gone back in. Should I ask about going back on the Transatlantic show? Should I ask about going on with a different host besides Arden? Or what are opinions about me going back on the Transatlantic call-in show? Excuse me. I think cucumber sparkling water works because it reminds me of tzatziki. Okay. You should go on with Katie and rag on her for being British. True. Just rag on Katie for being British. Like, LOL, imagine being a Brit bonger. Twitter has been crazy lately, but also Twitter sucks. Would love to hear you talk about non-binary identities and specific misconceptions people have about neopronouns. I mean, yeah, I guess I can pretty much talk about non-binary identities anytime. Specific misconceptions people have about neopronouns. I guess, I mean, are there specific... Go back on tech as with any host, you did well. Thank you, Carol. I was on there twice, and I think the first time was more fun than the second time. We didn't have as many disagreeable callers the second time, but I want to go on the Transatlantic call-in show often enough that there are people who call in specifically to talk to me about certain things, including I want people to call in to argue with me about stuff, because I think that would be a lot of fun. So, yeah, but I want to go on often enough to be noteworthy. Like, it needs to be once a month or maybe once every other month. I'm planning to call next week to argue for trans people with guns and transhumanism. Nice. Ooh, is there more anarchist discourse on Twitter going on right now? I saw, I did see, like, some shit about Brianna Wu this week, but I didn't know if we wanted to talk about it today. Trans people with gun arms, true. Apply as a permanent host weekly. I don't want to do it weekly. That's too fucking often. I just want to go on, like, once a month or so. Because I already have my own show on Thursdays. What if you just did your own debate stream like Nominal Naomi? Yeah, but nobody knows who I am or gives a shit about my opinion. I mean, it would be fun to do a debate stream every once in a while, but, like, I'm not well known yet. And, like, I guess it used to be that people would get to know you and call in because they found you on some panel show, but there aren't panel shows anymore, so it's kind of harder to get that kind of audience. Not true. I give a shit about your opinion. I know who you are. True. Yes, I know. How rude of me. I'm sitting here calling you guys nobodies. Part of being more well-known can be reaching out more, so it sounds like a good idea to just ask around like that. Well, I mean, I already have the in. I already have the connection at the Transatlantic Call-In show because I am friends with Jimmy. And that's, like, a good way to get my name out there and get people to know that I'm, like, a person who can argue a bit. But I don't necessarily want that to be my own show. It would have to be, like, okay, once every other month we dedicate one of our shows to debating. But otherwise, like, I don't necessarily want to invite, like, a bunch of people who want to argue with me into my own chat. But anyway. Yeah, canceled. I called you all nobodies. Okay, Kara Griffin and Arden Hart. Very nice. Yeah, I should message Jimmy and let him know that I would like to be on Transatlantic Call-In show, like, once a month or so. I think that would be a good frequency. No worries, Kitty. Ooh, working on the kiln. Exciting. My neopronouns are glitter self. Most people don't know about them. I prefer he or they generally. Yeah, I think that people get their panties in a twist too much about neopronouns, TBH. Like, at a certain point, you know, non-binary identities, they are highly individualized, but it's not like it's highly individualized any more so than every individual cis woman's womanhood is highly individualized to each one of those. Like, there's no, like, we're all just trying our own shit. And what it means to be non-binary is different for every person, and, like, what you want to be called is different for every person. I always found panties in a twist to be such a weird phrase. Do cis men not understand how undies work? Whatever they can do to be misogynistic, I guess, is what it... Oh, wait, why is Colbert trending? Colbert? Michelle Obama on Stephen Colbert's show. Colbert. Anyway. Some communists I follow because they are funny started expressing their serious opinions, and oh god, I can't imagine being that incurious or dismissive. Wait, so is there anarchy bullshit happening on Twitter right now? I'm not on Twitter very much at the moment, so I'm, like, missing out sometimes. Like, I was talking to my friend Silent yesterday, and she had to tell me what was going on with Brianna Wu. I didn't know that Brianna Wu is sitting here going, like, we should be trying to reduce the number of trans people who transition, which is pretty much what Brianna Wu is saying. I don't know if anybody has seen this. She is one of those people who tweets so much that it's really hard to scroll through her timeline and find what she said, like, less than a day ago. Am I gonna have to go back into my DMs with Silent and get the link that way? Did she delete her shit? I thought you were talking about the ace thing. Am I talking about an ace thing? I don't think so. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just go pick fights with people on Twitter and then tell them to come on your stream and debate you. I have done that before where I've gotten in an argument with someone and then I've gone live, but they followed the link. Once they went to my profile, they followed the link to come over here, which is why the chat on YouTube is subscribers only. I think the most recent Twitter leftist nonsense was about bananas, the literal fruit. Oh, is that what we're talking about? The discussion about whether like you are going to be able to get bananas, like whether you're going to be able to get bananas and other products that require a massive amount of potential exploitation and like resources to move them around the globe. Like you might not get fresh bananas at all times of the year. Stop. Oh my god, you fucking suck, YouTube. Jesus. Anyway. Is that really discourse? I mean, it's because people always attack anarchists for not having like all of the answers to everything. You know, like people are so accustomed to systems of convenience that are built on exploitation that they honestly can't imagine giving up certain levels of their convenience in exchange for less overall exploitation in the world, you know? Yellow tree dicks, true. There were more people talking about supply chain shit. There was the ever-present anarcho-feminist how to deal with / think about abuse. I've heard for several years that bananas are actually in danger of going extinct. The bananas we eat now are not the same species that people ate in the 1920s. Yeah, you know the flavor of banana? Like the, like banana flavoring, like yellow Laffy Taffy's banana flavoring? That is based off of a banana that is now extinct, which is why it tastes like shit. Anyway. I don't, you know, personally, I think that there could be more opportunities, like, to grow bananas in other places. You know, like, are there places in the United States that would be hospitable to tropical plants like that? Yeah, sure. You know, as long as we're preserving native biodiversity to an extent, like, I think that it's not a bad thing to potentially try to grow bananas in a different location, you know? But if we can literally, physically only grow bananas in remote locations that are hard to farm and that shipping them and farming them relies on exploitation, then oh fucking well, you don't get bananas anymore. They're not fully extinct, but they're harder to get now. Oh, they're not fully extinct? Oh wow, I thought they were totally extinct. We need real banana candy, true. If a single disease gets to the bananas, it's all over. I love how the same people who talk about supply chain never talk about how our current supply chain is literally only possible because of modern slavery. Yeah, literally. Like, the current supply chain... People complain we can't have computers in anarchism, even though the computers we have are literally built on the backs of slavery. Yeah, like, you have to be willing to give up the things in your society that are propped up by slavery if you want to live in a just world. Like, your comfort and convenience is not more important than, like, people's well-being. My guess is that there is probably a way to grow bananas in other places, but right now it is all about the exploitation of the global south. Yeah, you need to keep those banana republics. In general, I just dislike the attitude that people have around availability. Like, we don't need everything to be available at all times in all places. Imagine having a cyclical life that is affected by and revolves around, like, the natural world around you, you know? Like, imagine in the winter, you know, there might still be produce, but it's coming out of greenhouses, and so there's less of it. So maybe in the winter, you eat, like, the stored food that you stored earlier in the year. And maybe you eat pumpkins, like, when pumpkins are a thing. Yeah, imagine paying attention to the seasons. Yes, but did you consider that I am, in fact, the main character? Ah, yes, that's my bad. I forgot that we are all side characters in the Mama Mephistopheles story. Imagine having seasons. Dude, I saw one of those maps recently that was, like, showing, like, certain averages, basically. Like, here are parts of the world that by this decade will be... I think it was actually a map of the US, so... Here's, like, North America, and here's what parts of it are still going to be hospitable to human beings most of the time during the year in, like, the next 40 years or whatever. And, like, even Kansas, like, Northeast Kansas specifically tends to be quite temperate. Even this is going to be inhospitable in, like, 40 years. But hey, let me tell you, Seattle was still in the livable part of the world in 40 years, so... Hey. Anarchists would dismantle the HOA and I could grow my own fucking bananas in my yard. True! Yeah, freeze bananas and eat banana bread in the winter. Won't it be underwater? That's a concern. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, actually. Seattle, it has, like... It's a fairly high elevation... Not like the city of Seattle, but like that area. Because I know Seattle is pretty close to the ocean, but then it's mountains, so it's like... Maybe the city of Seattle would go underwater, but like, the rest of the state would be mostly fine. Yeah. Yeah, build a seawall like in the Netherlands. A life that revolves around regional labor that pays a living wage. There are ways to grow produce in more productive ways, even in dry climates, but capitalism doesn't allow that. Yeah, things are only done when they're profitable, not if they are good for people. The people who make the assertion that because people argue having no bananas sometimes is okay, that they are like primitivists or something... I don't understand why people think that, like, the idea of modernity means, like, literally ignoring the natural world. Like, as though buying things when they're in season, or as though, like, having your life be in any way affected by the natural world around you is primitive. Like, what the fuck? I guess we can actually have a conversation. I was, like, not sure if I was gonna have much to contribute to a conversation about this, but, like, first of all, hit like on the stream, because we're just chilling and having fun. Yes, EB! Liking the stream is in season. For sure. Let's see how many people we can get here on a hangout stream. How many people can we get here on a talking about whatever stream? But, like, yeah, I just don't understand why you would say it's primitive... that you like that the natural world is literally having any effect on your life. Like, I'm sorry that like, it's not possible. It's not like it shouldn't be a mark of modernity that your life is 100% unaffected by what season it is. People already accept the premise of a pumpkin spice latte being seasonal. True. Although, of course, those are easier to make because they don't have any actual pumpkin in them. Hello, Shade. Welcome in. Don't you understand? If leftists no nanner, potassium get low and fascism win. I know. I know. I feel bad. There's so many things we could grow regionally and so much more we could get if we just did the correct plant breeding. And instead of just relying on a few varieties. That's true, the monocultures are also not good. Oh my god, I'm just gonna throw stuff. I took my hair down and then proceeded to start playing with my hair tie, and now I'm dropping it all over the floor. Good thread on our treat-based society. Ooh, just a little treat? I just want something as a treat? Give it. I bought myself so many treats today. And then I got home from, like, shopping a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have enough time to cook before stream. So then I went and bought a burger. I think seasons are beautiful, actually, except winter. There are things about winter that I find more endearing than I used to, but overall, I think it sucks. Hi, EB! I want someone to want me as a treat. Oh my god, Timerinia, true. I just want to be desired like a snack. Yeah, Luxander can have a little burger as a treat. Yeah, I like how I spent a bunch of money before stream, and then I proceeded to have a hangout stream wherein I'm not gonna make very much money. I mean, listen, if you want to see the guns, I'm wearing one of these, like, tight muscle shirts today. So my arms should look pretty interesting when if I flex. You know? Winter is better than summer. Okay, winter is better than summer, but winter still sucks. Anyway. Summer is the best season? No, no, no. Where do you live, Forrest? Like, I live in the Greater Plains, in the Great Plains, and it's like fucking, like, 90 or 100 degrees on a regular basis in the summer right now. Oh, yeah, you live in Vancouver. Of course you like fucking winter. I'm on the tube of you. Can someone drop the links to the better places? Hey, listen, if you're hanging out in the YouTube chat and you want to come to the website chat, it's luxander.net/live. Sometimes people assume that this chat over here is from Twitch, but it's not. It's not from Twitch. It's not from Twitch. Y'all ever seen those grafted trees that grow different fruit and bloom something year-round? Yes, I love those. The stone fruit trees. I want one so bad. Oh my god, Florida, 95 degrees and 85% humidity. Get out of there! There are so many reasons why you should not be in Florida. Oh my god. I have a cute hoodie from The Last of Us that has Neapolitan ice cream colors, and I had someone ask me which pride flag it was. Things definitely have changed because it used to rain so much more in the summer in Oregon. Yeah, it's not like you're immune from climate change up there in the Pacific Northwest, but, like, it will remain hospitable longer there, you know? I like snow sometimes. As long as I literally don't need to go anywhere. But I hate being cold. Like, it hurts. It, like, upsets me on a deep level. Thanks to the Pacific Ocean, and I would say only the valley is nice. Or only the coast is nice. Alright, so are you in Oregon? Hello, Adrian. It's the first time I've been able to sit down all day. Well, good. Cozy up. We're ready to chill. We're having a good time. It's only been an hour. Normally we would start, like, talking about something that matters right about now, but we're not. We're here to chill. The coast is nice, but, like, no rain still. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's gonna start being rainy again. But yeah, y'all are having wildfires and stuff in the PNW. It's still getting pretty damn hot up here in the summers, more so than it used to thanks to climate change. Oh, I know. Listen, I know. And the thing is that you people don't have, like, central air conditioning in a lot of your buildings, so that's gonna be a challenge with trying to move up there, is being, like, unable to find a building that has central, like, AC. Like, I literally have health problems if I get hot. So if it's like 80 some odd degrees outside and my inside doesn't have central AC, like it could be a problem for me living there. That's one of the things that sucks. And like I was hoping to be able to stay in Kansas, and I don't think it's gonna work out that way. But like, you know, we are fairly prepared for the climate crisis here. We have central air conditioning in all of our buildings. Do you need central AC? I find the ones you put in the window are fine here. I mean, I don't know. Those things are like also really loud and they're not very efficient, like power-wise. I know that it is a solution, right? But I also just like, it's way less annoyance on me as a tenant. Kansas, more like Kansas. Yeah, more like can't use the public restrooms. At McDonald's where I work has AC. I got AC in my trailer and my family has AC in their house. Okay, well at least it's not totally unheard of. Human? More like can't have human rights. Yeah, true. I have a window AC, the noise is calming. Listen, yeah, I have finally, like, blocked off the room that the AC is in this house, but, like, it's so loud. Like, the AC is on currently, and it's so loud. Like, I literally feel the need to make my voice louder to talk over it. The temps in Europe are killing people at a ridiculous rate. Yeah, what was it? Like, 61,000 summer deaths from heat in Europe. Damn. My AC is in the room with me and it loud. It loud. I literally wear, like, earplugs sometimes. Like, not very often, but occasionally I'll wear earplugs around the house. Two big news for my life. One is I should be able to adopt a kitty this year. And two is I might actually get a surgery date soon. Just have to confirm with my mom. Nice. Oh, well, that's really exciting. Being able to adopt a cat is good stuff. I've actually been wondering, like, how does it work if you want to foster? Like, if you want to foster cats, how does that work if you, like, live in a rental? You know? How does it work? I'm guessing that most rentals don't want you to foster animals, because you're supposed to sign up your one animal. It does not. It's like, I've known people who are renters who foster, and it's like, do y'all just not tell anybody? You would need to find a foster kitty place and know their rules. I'm not concerned about the foster kitty place's rules. I'm wondering about the apartment or... Yeah, because I know renters with fosters. They post about them all the time. But it's like, are they just kind of like under the radar, like under the table, bringing these cats in? In BC, they're trying to pass a law against pet discrimination. Oh, interesting. It was essential, especially during COVID, that people have cats? Oh, you mean like socially? Yeah, fosters just forget to tell the landlord. Oh, for emotional support animals specifically? Cats and dogs. Okay. I've never done that thing. But I guess I usually rent at places that say cats are okay. Like, I've never tried to rent at a place that I would need to be like, yeah, well, let me pull out my emotional support animal documentation. Like, that just sounds like a great way to make sure your landlord's gonna hate you before you even move in. You know what I mean? In Canada, in Canada, cats can't be emotional support animals officially, but for me, cats are a huge help. That's stupid. Yeah, agreed. So many pets would stay out of shelters if landlords couldn't do that. Yeah, like, people have to surrender their animals, not because they can't afford them, but because they're trying to move. Like, maybe even you're trying to get out of an abusive environment and into a better one, and so part of the process of you getting out of that environment might mean, you know, moving into a place on short notice, and then you have to surrender your animals. Like, that's fucking annoying. But yeah, I really miss living with a cat. You know, it's, you know, either, like, I'm gonna get my own cat at some point later in the future, or, like, I'm gonna move back in with the cat that I used to live in, that I used to live with him, and then I'll have access to a cat on a regular basis. Whenever I go visit my partner, I'm sure to love on the cat, and he comes in and he'll, like, lay under my feet. He wants to be a lap cat, but he weighs, like, almost 20 pounds. And he's like, uh-oh, have I been Shane Dawsoned? No. No! I've been Shane Dawsoned! Let me be clear, I have never fucked my cat. What's the tweet? How does he frame the tweet? Hold on. How does he say it? How does he phrase the tweet? Shane Dawson cat tweet. Please. I want... Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't fuck my cat. I didn't come on my cat. I didn't put my dick anywhere near my cat. I've never done anything weird with my cats. I promised myself I wasn't gonna make apology videos, so I'm trying to do this just as short as possible. Oh my god. I was reading the actual tweet from fucking 2019. Oh! It was 4 years ago, you guys. You guys. It was 4 years ago. Oh no. Simpler times, I know, oh my god. Yeah, I didn't fuck my cat t-shirt is prompting a lot of questions answered by my t-shirt. Oh my god. Yeah, we weren't, though. 4 years ago, like, oh my god, what was going on in 2019? I mean, like, I was in college, and COVID was about to become a thing. So yeah, I get this was from the before times. This was in March 2019. 17 March 2019. Wow. That was a full year before COVID. Wow. Yeah, we were all babs before COVID. True. There is pre and post COVID now. Yeah, in 2019, it's not like it was simpler times. We were 2 years deep into Trump's presidency. Anything before the pandemic might as well have been 100 years ago. So much has changed. It's, like, weird to me to watch YouTube media and stuff from before. Although it's even weirder to watch it now and be like, oh, okay, it looks like we're back to no precautions. Cool. Adrian, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I think you're cool, and I'm sure I've gotten more than $12 of entertainment just hanging out and lurking. I'm sorry Kansas has been so terrible. Listen, I appreciate you, Adrian. Thank you so much for your tier 1 sub. Thank you for hanging out with us and, you know, bringing your particular flavor of lurk to the chat. We appreciate it, okay? We like the lurkers. We're gonna reset the years now. It's now before COVID and after death. After lots of death. 2019 was the third 2016 in a row, exactly. Rawr. Rawr. Sometimes I'm watching a video and after a while I'm like, this feels pre-COVID, and then I check the upload date, and every time it's before 2020. Like, the world changed. Like, everybody suddenly became much more mature or something. Anyway. Hey, EB, can I tease and show everybody the, like, the blueprint that you've made? Because I kind of want to show it off, but also it's your work and it's incomplete, so... Yeah? Yeah. Now it's the third 2020 in a row. Oh my god, it's true. Okay, so there's, I requested EB work on something. EB, who's the wonderful volunteer who has worked on all of our emotes on the website. So this is what she's in the middle of working on now. Hey, look at it. I'm excited. Listen, I think that this is good stuff. It's still like in the process of being worked on, and then there's also gonna be a different one for full screen. But yo, right? Yes, it's exciting. Oh, hold on. I need like, here, I need a piece of paper or something so that I can show you this one part. It's kind of hard to see as is. Hey! So this needs some kind of like little background on it. But, yeah. So I have a little nameplate up there. Yes. Yes. Kind of hard to see right this second, but I wanted to make sure to show it off, so. Yay. It's huge. It's huge. Huge. Love your hairstyle today. Oh my god, thank you. I just take a ponytail and then I fold it in half. Yeah, me and Demon Mama doing stream convos in dueling red and green frames. And dick a down 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 down. Delicious. Same hairstyle? Yeah, listen, I really kind of only have two ways that I wear my hair. I either wear it down or it's up in this exact ponytail bun situation. But that's part of why I'm growing out. I'm growing out the back of my head now, see how that goes. And then I'll have more options, maybe. Apparently only 1 out of 10 pet tenants. Well, this doesn't tell me anything about fostering. Like, I wasn't wondering about who has pets and doesn't tell their landlord. I wanted to know who fosters and how that works when you're telling your landlord or not. Didn't even notice the dragon border. You didn't even notice? Hold on. You're telling me that you didn't even notice. It's all kind of flat one color. She's gonna, like, probably shade it and everything, and probably give it, like, a similar look to, like, the emojis, where it's, like, black with green on it, you know? But yes, yes, yes. Yeah, she wanted to make sure that the placement was good before starting the coloring. Exactly. So it's gonna look more like... You should braid it into mutton chops and mustache? You're telling me to braid my hair into a mutton chop? Yeah, the broken claw and horn detail is really nice. I love giving an idea to an artist and having them go like, I'm gonna make that cooler. Like, damn. It's very cool. I'm excited. Did someone just say something about Christmas? Why are you talking about Christmas? Suggestion for a name part that needs a background. Listen, I'm not really doing the coins aesthetic for the dragon. I honestly just kind of think that it needs like a soft glow or something. Like just like a drop shadow or like a soft glow or something. Anyway. It's gonna be exciting. I'm fucking excited. We're gonna have branding. And it's gonna look so professional and so nifty and so neat. But apparently, yeah, 1 in 10 pet-owning tenants are currently hiding an animal from a landlord. A study of 1,000 adults who have ever rented and owned a pet at the same time found that 10% are living with a furry friend despite it being banned as part of their rental agreement. Yeah, I've always told... You know, you never know when, like, the landlord's gonna send some fucking maintenance guy into your apartment, you know? And I don't want to, like, get evicted because I didn't disclose that I had a pet or something, you know? But it's like, if I have a, they're supposed to give you warning. Pfeiffer, thank you so much for the $50 dono. Chill stream is chill. Vibes. Listen. Gang gang. We're vibing. Thank you so much. They're supposed to give you warning. Yeah, they're supposed to give you warning. Like, in my, someone who I know has an apartment complex that, it's like, the apartments themselves are inside, and then, like, so you walk into a hallway, and then everybody's units are, like, inside, you know? And because of that, so because there's one door into the building, there's, like, a place, like a bulletin board or something, like, right next to that entrance. And so what they've started to do now is go, yeah, when we need to enter your unit, we are going to post a notice next to that inside door instead of on each person's door. So now it's like, well, we gave you notice. Like, okay, but you expect me to check this thing, and it's like the same color piece of paper every time. You keep replacing it with the same color orange paper, so it's not like I can even tell that you've changed it out unless I fucking read it every single day. Like, I don't actually know if it's legal. And it's crazy, like, my unit, they want to spray for bugs every quarter. Like, they want to spray in here every 3 months. The Flesh Lives with the $10 dono. Oh man, haven't caught a live in so long. Glad to be back. My old username was Captain Nog. Captain Nog! I remember you, Captain Nog. Thank you so much for your dono. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Y'all are bringing it all of a sudden on this chill stream today. Yo. But we enjoy. We appreciate. Thank you so much. So yeah, at my unit, they want to come in here and spray for bugs every 3 months. And then at someone else's house I know, they want to enter the unit to inspect for bugs every 3 months. Like, get the fuck out of here. Weren't we promised guns if we donated? Just saying. Listen, it's Arms Day. It's Arms Day. And I will do arms when we get to the dono goal. That's the whole thing. $23 more, and I will flex the muscles. I'm wearing a muscle t-shirt and everything. You need better tenant rights. I actually don't know if it's legal or not. So here's how I've been handling it at my unit, because I don't want someone in my fucking apartment. Is I know that the pest guy doesn't care. So whenever the pest guy comes by, I just put like a no shirtless Luxander today. I'll take off my shirt if we get to the goal. I'll do it, okay? Listen. If you're really going to insist on it. What was I saying? But, like, I don't actually know if it's within tenants' rights to put, how do you keep your pets from getting killed when they spray your apartment for bugs? Exactly, Mersh. The one time that I let them spray in here, I took my bugs to someone else's house and left them there for a couple days. But the last time they tried to spray, I just put a note on the door that said, do not treat this unit, thanks. And I was like, just quiet when they went past. And I was like, just please don't fucking come in here. And they didn't. So that's cool. Like, an individual pest guy, if I just put a note on the door, they're just gonna pass over me, like as though I've put sheep's blood over the door or whatever it is. I'm trying to evoke the Jews. Anyway, yeah, but it's so crazy. Like, it's illegal to inspect a home without consent. I don't think it is though. Like, because they give you notice, but I don't know legally if, like, giving you notice, is it good enough for it to be on a shared bulletin board, or do you need to be individually notified? I don't know. But the next place that I move into, I'm very seriously considering having my doctor write me an ADA accommodation that no one can go into my unit unless I requested maintenance or unless there is an emergency. Because I don't care about your random inspections. I don't give a shit about that. Stop fucking trying to come into my apartment. Yeah, please don't spray poison in my house, okay? Thanks. I know what to look for with bed bugs. You know? Like, I know I can look out for bed bugs. I don't need your fucking random guy in my apartment looking for bed bugs. No, thank you. If it's random and not scheduled, pretty sure that's illegal. Well, they gave notice a while ago, like, we are going to start putting bulletins on here. And we are going to start entering the unit once every 3 months to inspect for bugs. So, like, I don't know if it's illegal the way that they've been doing it, but it's like they're not giving... I don't think they're giving adequate notice. I don't think it's adequate notice. And it's definitely annoying. So, like, if I... The next place that I move into, like, I might do the ADA compliance thing. It doesn't feel legal to not put the notice on your door. It certainly doesn't feel legal, right? It certainly doesn't feel like it's okay. The main catch is even getting it to court is rare. Right, yeah, and like, are you gonna bitch about what's going on if you're in a relatively inexpensive unit and you want to stay in there for another year? Landlords just get away with illegal shit all the time because the system favors them. Yeah, and I mean, it's not even just that the system favors them. It's like, I literally, like, what if I want to live here for another year because it's relatively inexpensive and I have other goals and I need to save up money for other stuff, right? Like, I'm gonna not make waves with the landlord because they can just decide not to renew my rent. Even if I didn't break contract in any way, they can just, at the end of my contract, not renew it. Yeah, not to mention, who the fuck can afford a lawyer? Renters' rights depend on the laws in your individual city. Here, they have to post notice on your actual door. I might look that up, actually, like, if there is a specific law or not, because that's fucking... it's annoying. And, like, you know, there's sometimes where you have absolute 100% certainty that someone touched your shit while you weren't home. Like, that happened with my partner recently, because he's got, like, 3D printers and stuff, and it was like the maintenance guy definitely, like, fucked with one of his 3D printers. Like, there was absolutely no way that the change that had been made to it could have been just, it happened on its own. Like, human hands must have done this. Yeah, loving this whole parasite system. Landlords who provide nothing. Yeah, that's why I have to be home. Like, I always want to be home when someone is supposed to enter the unit. I'm like, I have thousands of dollars of equipment in here. Don't touch my shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I will stab you. Like, I will tase you. Most areas do have leftist groups that do renters help. That's a good point, yeah. The first place I lived in had a broken washing machine that I paid for with no compensation. I learned later I could have withheld rent. Yeah. Like, you haven't done the maintenance on this thing, so I'm just gonna do the maintenance on this thing, and then I will take it out of my rent. I will give you an itemized receipt, and therefore I'm paying you less rent this month in order to compensate for this value that I just put into your property, you know? Oh, geez Louise, y'all. Jeez Louise. Jesus Louises. Oh, earlier I think I decided that I was gonna look up something. Oh yeah, Brianna Wu. Did she delete it? No, she didn't. Oh, okay. Let's talk about cisgender people being fucking idiots for a second. Hey, are you ready? Who wants to move into Seattle with me and buy a co-op apartment building? Just buy the whole building and rent it all out. Anyway, hit like, because we're about to talk about some stupid shit right now. We're gonna have fun talking about some dumb shit for a minute, okay? So hit like if you've just gotten here. And we're ready to hang out. I tweeted out earlier about the irony of my landlord bitching about neighbors. They get stuff delivered all the time, but neither of them work. How can they afford things without a job? They just take money off people who work. Fucking landlords. Absolute lack of self-awareness. Oh my god. Hello, Baphomet. Hello. Just got my phone shit sorted, so now I can go get a job tomorrow. Getting a job! Yes! It's lit. Hell yeah, get a job. So yeah, Brianna Wu, she been tweeting. She's been tweeting. She been tweeting a little bit, okay? Are you ready? She been tweeting? She says, hard to swallow pills. If you're concerned about kids transitioning that shouldn't, the only safe way to get that outcome is to expand funding to get gender-affirming care. More screening, more access to therapists, more studies to figure out the best treatment. Which sounds fine on the face of it, right? But then she says, we've expanded what trans means a lot since the 90s. I don't want non-binary or gay kids to transition when it would ultimately not serve them. So the way to get that policy outcome is to really double down on healthcare access. She's, like, literally playing into the screening. Like, yeah, this whole, like, literally what she's saying is that the optimal, ideal thing that's gonna happen here is that we would reduce the number of people who are transitioning, right? Like, what did she say? She, like, responded to something. Hold on. Brianna. I think it's in her replies. Oh my god, please. Tweets and replies. Let me see them. In one of my old apartments, I had my landlord come into my apartment while I was showering. Pure insanity. No notice or anything, demanding me to get out and let the maintenance man in to fix some shit. Oh my god, dude, I would call the cops. Also, apparently NBs never benefit from medical transition. Now, yeah, the infantilizing thing. Yeah, hold on. This was from, like, July 18. So a couple days ago now. Oh my god, how many fucking times a day do you tweet, Brianna? Holy shit, get something else to do with your time. I feel, like, genuinely so bad for people who, like, who are clearly just posting through it, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, log off, dude. Okay. We're in the range of July 18th. Okay, where is it? Literally, like, I hate people like Brianna Wu. Like, the more I'm, like, trying to find the things that she said, I'm like, okay, so you respond to, like, everybody, and you engage in a lot of stupid fucking conversations, and you tweet, like, literally dozens of times a day. Like, literally, I'm having to wade through dozens of tweets trying to find the reply that I'm looking for. It's like that one time that I tried to scroll through Elon's timeline to find a specific tweet, and it was like, oh my god, it's literally impossible. You fucking people. Like, do we need to, like, perform an operation to, like, give you some more brain grooves? You know? You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, okay, finally. Jesus, I finally found it. Oh my god. Finally. Sorry, I was being quiet because I was reading and trying to find something. Hit like if you're ready to talk about this now. Anyway, so Brianna having said, if you're concerned about kids transitioning, blah, 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 blah. And this guy says, as always, Brianna is on the money. Just like the best way to reduce abortions is by expanding access to women's health care, accurate sex education, and contraception. Brianna says, excellent analogy. That is dead on. So, I mean, literally, Brianna says that's an excellent analogy, talking about how, like, the best way to reduce abortions is by expanding access to education. Like, So are you saying that the best way to reduce transition is by expanding access to education? Like, fucking kill yourself. You know? Like, literally, nobody wants you. Oh, we're talking about trees now. And cutting down trees in the YouTube chat? What are we talking about? Yeah, sure. Surely appeasement will work this time. I've never until recently made an opinion on her because she is exhausting to interact with. Yeah. Listen, I don't even, like, my streams are never monetized, y'all. I mean, my streams, every single stream gets a yellow. Like, as soon as it's uploaded, it gets a yellow mark. So, you know, I'm not really that worried about, I'm like, I mean, I guess technically telling someone to kill themselves could be against TOS, but I don't know, like, I'm not saying it directly to her, and she's not going to kill herself because I said that she should, so. I don't really see how I'm doing any harm. One tree in my backyard was dead and needed to be cut down, so my landlord cut down all the trees in the backyard, and all of them seemed healthy other than that one. My neighbor, who owned her house and had been living there for a decade, told me she was crying as all the trees were being cut down. Now there is no privacy between the two yards. That's so fucked up. Like, the fact is that in some places you can't replace mature trees. Like, there's a place near where I live where there used to be a lot of mature trees, and they've cut a lot of them down. And it's like, there's a bunch of parking lots around there. So you can't, like, plant new trees. Not reasonably, anyway. Like, not trees that you're gonna allow to get that big. What is this thing that cities do? Like, what is it about this? Where they, you know, you have, like, the median in the road. You've got, like, 2 lanes of traffic and 2 lanes of traffic going this, and then you've got, like, a median, you know? Why do they plant trees there and then, like, rip them out again after a couple years? Because I have literally never in my life seen a mature tree, like an actually mature tree in one of those medians. Like, I think that they literally, like, always rip them out because of the potential damage to the road. So you don't get mature trees. You get trees that are less than 10 years old, and they get ripped out every 5 years, you know? Landlord took all my trees last summer. I'm in an attic suite. I go to the balcony for puff puff, and I have no privacy or shade. I asked landlord to find me some patio parasols. Hopefully I'll get some shade before summer's over. That's fucking stupid. And trees reduce heat in urban areas. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge difference walking around where there are no trees and then walking around where there are trees. And even then, there's a big difference between walking down a tree-lined street versus walking down a tree-lined path where there's, like, grass and everything. Like, the asphalt obviously makes a big difference. I don't think I've ever seen a mature tree on a median. Yeah, because they plant them and then they leave them there for about 3 or 4 years. And then they rip the trees back out and kill them. I saw the weirdest fucking thing earlier. It was like a median parking lot. 2 lanes going one way, and then cars parked horizontally, and then 2 lanes going the other way. That sounds stupid. We should be putting in living walkway covers over the sidewalks in cities. There's a lot of different potential ideas, you know? The American laws that require parking lots is one of the biggest issues in modern US life. Yeah. It's very obviously not good for the climate and not good for individuals, and, like, we prioritize these... Everything is, like, about car infrastructure. I just saw a short about trees on city streets. They need a lot of area with soil for the roots to grow into. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of space down, of course. Literally half the reason I like to go on hikes rather than just walk around where I live is the fact that shady trees actually make it bearable. Yeah, I found some really great trails, and some of them are paved and some of them are not. I found some really great trails near where I live, so I have a couple places. Sometimes I'll drive a little ways. Some of them I can get to by walking. But yeah, it's nice going for like early morning walks. Oh no, the rare cherry tree Grandma brought with her from the old country. It's been chopped down, and only a week after my new neighbor complained about it blocking his view, too. Tree law? Tree law? Tree law? Tree law! Tree law! Is this a whole thing? Tree law? Medians and parking lots are called hell strips by landscapers because most of those trees are not healthy. I mean, here's the thing. I live in Kansas. Here's what I think needs to be done. I don't know why every single median is not wildflowers and tall grass. It's not like you're walking across them anyway, you know? And like, why would you need... It's like, yeah, it's gonna obstruct your view of traffic a little bit on the opposite side, but if you're in the middle of a long stretch with no left turn lane... Like, just put fucking wildflowers there. You know, we need more food for bees. Like, there are so many decisions. Like, there's this one park that I like to go to sometimes, and it's a beautiful park. It really is. It's gorgeous. The only thing that's wrong with it is that it's a fucking swamp. Like, it's in between two hills. It's just like, just swampy as fuck, you know? There's lots of trees and lots of grass, and big areas of the grass are just puddles, like most of the time, just puddles. And they have very clearly planted trees within the last year. You know, there are some younger trees with like the posts next to them and the little, like the line of wire, and you're like, you know, the tree has clearly been planted there and put there on purpose. And it's just such a clear moment where you're like, okay, the sort of like the progressive elements who are in charge of the parks in this county, like they clearly are thinking like, boy, we sure need to do something to improve our parks, and like, ooh, we work for Parks and Rec and we're trying to make things lovely. Let's plant some more trees. And it's like, do y'all even go to the park? Have y'all been to this park? Like, why are you planting more trees? You need to turn this into a wetland. Like this, like whatever, like this part of this park, you need to incorporate it or like plant plants there that are either going to thrive in like 3 inches of water, or which are going to root down deep enough that it's like, and it's going to use that water so that it doesn't remain a morass. Because like that kind of park, like it's going to be a breeding ground for mosquitoes. Like like how are you going to have a city park that has a bunch of fucking puddles all over the place? I just get leery with mixing wildlife and traffic. How would the wildlife even get to the road, like even get to that strip of grass? If it's in, like, I'm talking about medians, like I'm talking about like in the middle of a city, you know? Wetland equals frogs equals less skeeters. That's true too. Yeah, let's like, why don't we deliberately put some native species of frogs in some of these parks? But yeah, just like plant some plant some reeds or something. Hopefully the trees they planted will soak up the water. Ah, well, let me tell you, Rebecca Solwest, that some of the trees that are full adult mature trees, sometimes after a rain, are sitting in a puddle of water. Like the mature trees themselves are also sitting in big puddles of water. So like that's clearly not the answer to the problem. Yeah, I mean like hopefully adding more plants to the area will help, but like they're just clearly not thinking of this. Like it's just it's just a very clear neoliberal approach of like, plant more trees. Like any climate question, if you propose literally any climate question to a neoliberal, they're gonna go, yeah, planting trees is good. Also, trees' roots will rise to the top when top watered like grass is. Oh yeah, true, yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Speedy. I saw the on the road. Looks like I'm allowed to keep bees but not chickens. Well, yeah, at least that's something. Willow trees can take care of it. Weeping cherry trees would get the water too. However, you would need to watch the roots around pipes. I mean, that's the tough thing, is like a lot of public parks are still like, there's still like a bunch of residential around them. So, you know, are you 100% sure that there are no utilities going through that public park in order to plant willow trees? Because they will absolutely fuck up all of your underground stuff. We need fewer cars so we can have fewer roads. One train track destroys less environment than a freeway. Yeah, but you'll catch me dead on fucking public transit. That's gonna be the one tough thing about moving to Seattle, is like, I'll have my car, but I know that it's like hard to drive around, and there is gonna be some expectation of using the public transit, but catch me fucking dead on public transit during COVID. The Supreme Court literally just decided that wetlands is only when the water connects to a river on the very top where they can see it. Is that true? Because Kansas has protected wetlands that might not be connected to a river. Like, it's an environment, and it needs to be protected. Like, California, do you want to know why there's so many fires in California? It's because there used to be wetlands there. And now that all this area that used to be soggy, soaking wet all the time is now drier than a bone. Obviously, it catches fire all the time. So that's a similar risk in Kansas, you know, is like, we used to have a lot of wetlands here. It used to be prairie and wetlands. And we got a lot more trees now, which is cool, but we don't really have a lot of wetlands. So that sucks. Like, that might, like, pretty significant legal protections are needed to protect those. A Supreme Court, really? Supreme Court decision about wetlands? Of course, I would be very specifically butthurt about this. Listen, I'm wildly upset about the fact that I have to leave Kansas, but like, I'm also gonna double down about how aggressively from Kansas I am, you know? Like, I'm like, I swear to God, like, this wetlands shit, this matters to me because I'm from Kansas. And like, we, like, out near Lawrence, there's a whole big area that's like the Baker wetlands. Like, they've cultivated it to be that in an effort to preserve and protect the original environment of this area. When I picture someone from Kansas, all I can picture are the Winchester brothers. Sure. I guess there are worse options. Oh my God. Supreme Court just narrowed protection for wetland. Dude, like, no, literally, as a Kansan, I'm fucking mad. Both those boys can get it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a big opinion about Supernatural. Yeah, so this... Well, please go away. The Supreme Court just narrowed protection for wetlands, leaving many valuable ecosystems at risk. Supreme Court has ruled that federal protection of wetlands encompasses only those wetlands that directly adjoin rivers, lakes, and other bodies of water. This is an extremely narrow interpretation of the Clean Water Act that could expose many wetlands across the U.S. to filling and development. Under this keystone environmental law, federal agencies take the lead in regulating water pollution, while state and local governments regulate land use. Wetlands are areas where land is wet for all or part of the year, so they straddle this division of authority. So this means that, like, so state protection could still apply. But I think what is inevitably going to happen is that the federal government is at some point going to start ruling against state governments. Like I said, in Lawrence, there is this big wetlands. So like the city of Lawrence is very progressive. You know, they had recently like a prosecuting attorney said that they weren't going to prosecute people under SB 180, which is the bathroom bill law. It's a very progressive place, right? And then like Kansas itself is not super progressive, but they do kind of care about some environmental issues. And so if Lawrence and Kansas are both on the same page with protecting the wetlands, does this now mean that the federal government could come in and say, well, for the interests of public whatever, we've just unilaterally decided that even though the city of Lawrence and the state of Kansas don't want to approve some kind of project that would destroy part of the wetlands, well, that's not federally speaking a real wetlands anyway, so fuck you, and you don't get to protect your local ecosystems. Just because you've got to eventually be a refugee doesn't mean you're not from your home state and can't be proud of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm really upset about having to leave. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream the other day. I told Silent about this yesterday, but I was looking for a good field guide for identifying plants, because I would love to identify plants on my walks. I would love to pay more attention to these kind of things. I would like to notice what's blooming when, like that. It's, you know, it matters to me. And so I was looking up field guides, and like the best way to do field guides is to get a regional one, you know? Because like even though Kansas and Minnesota are like both in the Midwest or Greater Plains, we probably have some slightly different plants that are common, right? So I was kind of Googling around, and I found a book called Wildflowers and Grasses of Kansas, and I got really emotional, like, as I was looking at it, like, having just discovered that there is a book specifically about Kansas. I was looking for one about the Great Plains. I was just like, oh, Great Plains wildflower book or whatever, and then, like, I found this one specifically for Kansas, and I, like, cried, because it's not going to be relevant to me for that much longer. I'm not going to live here for that much longer. But I think I'm going to buy the book anyway and start identifying stuff in the field, because I'm going to still live here for like another year and a half, you know? That's at least one more summer of getting to be outside and identify plants or whatever. And, like, you can't take that away from me. Like, you can't take away from me that I'm from here. You can't take away my knowledge of this place. Like, everything that I am is from here. And as much as I used to want to move away when I was younger, like, I don't want to now, and it sucks that I have to. Koch brothers are the worst brothers from Kansas. If there were a scale of brothers from Kansas, it would go from Koch, worst, to Winchester, best. Yeah, the Supreme Court is going to be systematically dismantling the things holding our country together for at least 40 years. Yeah, I cannot speak. I cannot speak, or I will be in trouble. Does that need to be a button on the soundboard, like, for all the times that I have to shut up and not go TOS? The truly terrifying precedent here is that they are not deferring to the expert agencies specifically set up to determine these things. I forgot what the legal precedent is called, but it's the thing that says, when Congress makes a law, these agencies will determine the best way to do these things. And now it's Sam Alito who decides the best way to do any law he wants to fuck up. Oh yeah, like Congress imbues within these agencies the power to carry out the directives of the Congress, right? Is that called jurisprudence? Like, the FDA is supposed to be, like, in charge of enacting the will of Congress as it relates to Food and Drug Administration. Like, you know? And then they just don't. They keep stepping in and saying, like, well, you're not enforcing the law in the way that we want it to be enforced. Well, then change the way the law is written. You can't just, like, you can't judicially override fucking everything. But apparently you can. They're all gonna get assassinated and they're all gonna deserve it. Like, I'm sorry, that's all I have to say. Executive agencies are under the executive branch. This is a direct attack on presidential power as well. Oh yeah, so is, this is the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. So the EPA is under the executive powers? Yeah, like when Congress passes a law that says to make things good, it's up to these agencies to say how making things good works exactly. Right. Get a censoring tone, one of those high-pitched ones. I already have one of those. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much, Spider, for the 2 gifted tier 1 subs. EB the Purple is now green instead of yellow or gold or whatever you want to call it. Yes, thank you everyone for your delicious donos. Delicious. I'm just gonna slurp them all up. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Nya, nya, nya. Nya, 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 nya. I gotta get cat ears now. If I'm gonna nya on stream, I have to have cat ears. Yeah, if Congress were to say school lunches are required to be nutritional, then the FDA would determine what quantifies. Please no cat ears. You can't tell me what to do, Mercedes. Only for the 5 seconds every once in a while that I go nya 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 nya. You know what? Actually, I have some yarn that I could make. I have yarn that I could make cat ears out of. I'm gonna get annoying. I'm gonna be annoying. Cat ears and horns at the same time. True. I actually just bought some leather today that I'm gonna experiment with a little bit and see if I can make a headband thing that's actually like a decent headband for my horns so that I can wear it and not have plastic. Anyway. Excuse me. Oh my god, exactly. Oh my god, exactly. It's like, you know, so Congress passes a law that says, school lunches are supposed to be nutritional. And then, the FDA is supposed to decide what nutrition means. And then the Supreme Court comes in. I don't actually know if they did this at the time, but like, I know that there was some determination that ketchup counts as a vegetable. But like, was that the Supreme Court? Like, yeah, for the Supreme Court to come in and interpret nutrition as like, yeah, ketchup is a vegetable, even though it has like majority fucking corn syrup in it. Yeah, exactly. Cat playing with yarn. So typical. I'm gonna like Google it now so that I don't forget it for later, but, crochet cat ears? Bitch, listen. I will make this happen. I will make the fluffiest, most adorablest cat ears. Am I channeling ContraPoints? Natalie hasn't posted recently enough for me to be channeling. I wonder if she's ever gonna make a video again. I wouldn't be surprised if she just only posted on Patreon for the rest of forever. Yeah, ketchup should be a grain if mainly corn syrup. Yeah, Natalie at this point is making videos annually. Also, if anything, ketchup should be a fruit product because tomatoes are fruit. It's just dumb bullshit all the way down. From the top, all the way down, it's 100% bullshit. She hasn't posted recently for people who don't pay, but she recently said on Twitter that she is going to refocus on more public vids soon. Well, cool. That's exciting. Her tangents have gotten to over an hour, she says. Yeah. That would be the dream, I guess. I guess the dream is to be so famous that you can just post privately to the couple thousand people who follow you on Patreon. Oh, by the way, I am gonna be posting more on Patreon, including, like, public stuff that's free for everybody. I'm running out of social media where I want to post, you know? So, like, YouTube community page and my Patreon, I'm gonna be posting on more, so that people can, like, follow. Rebecca, thank you. I'm so burpy. Thank you for the $10 dono. I really appreciate that. Oh my gosh, y'all are so wonderful today. We are only $3 away now. We're only $3 away from flexing, if you want flexing to happen. In before someone donates $300. Just, I can dream, you know? I can dream. Yeah, someone please donate $2, exactly. Tomatoes are high in potassium and vitamin C, so they're more fruity as far as, nutritionally. Is ketchup jam or jelly? Ketchup would be jam if it's, like, really, it's gotta be really chunky. I don't really want ketchup jam. Yeah, $2.99, so someone else has to donate too. In before someone donates $3,000 and I can take off a month break. Ketchup is a sauce, I think. I think ketchup qualifies as a sauce. It's a sauce. It's a condiment. Rotten ketchup becomes jam. Yeah, when it starts to dry out, then it becomes jam. When ketchup, when you squirt some ketchup on the countertop by accident and then it starts to dry out, then it's jam. Yummy. By the way, I just want to remind you all, don't quote tweet fucking blue checks on Twitter. Like, Brianna Wu is posting, like, one of the most brain-dead takes possible about trans kids and trans people in general. She will make money if you interact with her and tell her how much of a fucking moron she is. So, just keep that in mind. If you're gonna respond to a moron, like a smooth-brained, like, knuckle-dragging fucking idiot like Brianna Wu, make sure you screenshot and don't quote tweet, so that she can't steal your valuable life energy and make money off of your argument. I'll mail you a $2 bill if I can find any. Sometimes they're still in circulation. True, fair enough. I appreciate it. I do have a P.O. box, so if someone wanted to send me something, I have a P.O. box. Oh gosh, y'all. I had a scammer contact me. A scammer. Thea, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, what? Only donations of $5 or more are processed? For other amounts, please try Streamlabs. Wait, did the website do something weird? The website allows smaller donations, doesn't it? Or does the website only do $5 donos? I did not know. I'm struggling for the message to go through. If I use the other way, will it count? I didn't know that, you guys. I thought that you could do, like, smaller donos on the website. My bad. We learn things every day. There's a $5 minimum if you donate directly through the website. Oh my god, another dono just came in. What was that? Okay, the flesh lives with another $5. Okay, two people donated $5. Thank you. I salute you. Thank you so much. Good gracious. Okay, and now I flex. And now I show off. I show off a dabad. Okay. And I said I would take off my shirt too, didn't I? But I'll flex with the muscle shirt on and then I'll take it off. Okay? And then I'll bow, bow, bow. And then you take it off. Anyway. Delicious. So I'm having a lot of fun lately with, like, oh my god, my arms are so big, dude. Like truly, my arms are getting really just so big. Why are you so large? Like, let's get some contrast. Oh my god. Like, where did this come from? Dude, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Why are you so large? Like, oh my god. Where is this coming from? Oh my god. Yeah, hello, Christy. I wanted to donate $2.70 with the message that we were asymptomatically getting closer to arms from 30 to 3 to 30 cents, but I wasn't allowed to be funny. Yeah, you're not allowed to be funny. Ugh. Yeah, muscles bulging. Oh my god, dude. Why? Like, how is this happening to me? I've only been in the gym for another week, and I'm, like, very impressed with how my progress has gone just in that short amount of time. Dude. Oh, man. I'm happy. Did you see my meme I posted in the Discord about you being thick? I saw that you had tagged me earlier, but I guess I never looked at the... Where was it? I don't remember what channel it was in. Now I can't see it. No. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I did look at this earlier. I did look at this. What is...
That's a thick ass NB. Damn!
Yeah, we appreciate it. Oh, gosh. Lovely. Yeah, shoulders looking good too. I know, dude. I don't know how to flex my shoulders though. Like I have not yet figured out how to flex my shoulders. Like, there we go. We can see shoulders. Yeah, they're kind of starting to be a thing. I'm working on my abs a little bit too. Got some progress. Oh, large as a barge. Did you eat 5 dozen eggs to get large? I know. No one swole like Gaston. No one something like Gaston. Flex back. How does... I have not yet. I also haven't figured out how to flex my back. I don't know how to... I haven't figured this out. I don't know how to do it. I'm just like sometimes... Like, I'll flex my arms. I don't know. Does it look good? I can't see. I can't tell. I don't know. I'll have to check later. There we go. Try adducting your shoulder. I don't know what that means. Oh my god. No one's swole like Gaston. No one's droll like Gaston. No one fits his assigned gender roles like Gaston. I still haven't made Ahagao. Yeah. Bringing them closer together. Yeah, I don't know. Did you hear there's a new Futurama? Yeah, I'm not really excited about new Futurama, TBH. Because, I recently went back and tried to watch some old Futurama, and it's just really casually homophobic and like, transphobic and misogynistic on the regular. So I'm just not that excited. I'm like, what was it about this that was so enjoyable at the time? Like, I guess it's sort of funny because it's like, wow, even in this super futuristic society, LOL, isn't it still funny that everybody's still misogynistic? But it's like, no, I don't really want to live in a fantasy where, like, your fantasy of the future, your comedy fantasy of the future, the old new Futurama never really worked for me. Yeah, like, it's been canceled and brought back numerous times. Can you imagine telling new stories, like, every once in fucking 3 million millennia? Annie's mac and cheese is so hard to mix, but you know what I kind of dig? Just getting random huge clumps of cheese. I mean, whatever works for you, you know, babe, whatever works. Getting the cheese. You look amazing, but I like the look of your face the most. Thank you. I'm married. Just to be clear. I'm like, I might as well be asexual with, like, my, my stream presentation. Yeah, the sounds of stirring macaroni. Don't make me do it. I will make stirring macaroni sounds and tank the viewership on this stream. But I'm actually stirring it. I liked the old ones because at its best, it was a continuation of Golden Age Simpsons. But yes, some of those jokes age like piss. I mean, it's just like so many of the jokes are just super casual misogyny. And like, it so happens that they exercise that through robot characters more often than they do human characters. But it's like still... I will say something that I enjoyed going back and watching it was like the first 5 seasons of the show where you don't know if you don't know what's up with Leela. Like, you don't know where she's from or anything like that. They milk that for quite a while. And then I do enjoy the finally, like, the reveal of that. That's one of the things that makes the show kind of worth watching in the longer sense. But I did stop watching somewhere around season 6 or 7 when I recently tried to pick it back up again. It was very outspoken at the time. Cartoons were more childlike before then. Cartoons for adults were a different concept in the US. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. So it sort of paved the way in terms of being more adult-oriented. Like, you know, The Simpsons is a general audience show. I think Futurama really aimed itself at being more of an adult cartoon show thing. Have you tried the Maruchan mac and cheese flavored yakisoba? No, I haven't. I knew that there was like a cheese flavored ramen cup, but I've never tried it before. I love yakisoba though. I fucking love yakisoba. I remember being told by everyone that I should watch Futurama, and like a switch flipped where everyone told me to avoid it because it's homo/transphobic. I just tried to go back and watch it because I wanted to enjoy it, and I was like, why is it so bad? Like, so many things about it were not good. Does anyone else wonder why they are called cartoons? I don't know. It's not like the tunes part makes any more sense either. For its time, it was progressive. The 1990s were terribly homophobic and transphobic. Yeah, I mean, it just still did the same thing. It's just did the same thing, but in a more subtle way. Like the veneer of a progressive society, but actually it's just as sexist as it ever was. Like, can you imagine being a woman, like, and watching a fantasy show, like a fantasy comedy about like the idyllic future, and there's still fucking sexism in it? I would blow my brains out, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, in the utopia that you've imagined, like the Orville. You know, like the Orville, the like Star Trek spoof show that Seth MacFarlane made. Like, there's still sexism in it. Like, I don't want to, like, can we have different problems? When we imagine an idyllic future, why are we still doing sexism? Is it really that impossible to imagine a world where there is some conflict other than, like, who you are as a person is being litigated constantly? I love the Orville. I think I never finished season 2. I don't know. I watched, like, season 1. Yeah, I mean, exactly. The difficulty with imagined utopias is often that they are imagined by extremely flawed and biased people. Are you talking about Futurama, Mama, right now? Or are you talking about the Orville? It's not like the sexism was in there to be made fun of. It was just part and parcel of the world. Yeah, exactly. AKA cis straight guys. Futurama. Yeah. Like, Futurama didn't in any way, like, deconstruct sexism. It just was actively sexist. You know, like, Amy is this, like, ditzy character who cares about her looks, and they, like, try to do it in an ironic way sometimes, but the show still points at her and makes fun of her for it, you know? Anyway, so people, it's okay for you to be excited about Futurama if you want to be. I just am not. Like, it just personally, to me, does not sound like it's gonna be a fun time. So I just am personally, like, probably gonna skip it. Because I started a whole watch through. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna watch all of Futurama, and then I did not finish it because I didn't want to watch it anymore. This future is so much more sexist than I thought it was going to be back in the 80s. I thought we would be beyond what we're dealing with now. Also, never dreamed the Nazis would make a comeback with a large level of social acceptance. Never dreamed racism and affirmative action would go away. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, racism is just as strong as ever. Affirmative action is gone. Yeah, so that's why we have to have our silly little days where we make our silly little comments and our silly little shows, our silly little moments, because otherwise we would all seppuku on a crochet hook, and we don't want to do that. Speaking of ideal futures, have you read the Gender Accelerationist Manifesto? No, I have not. It sounds fucking amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bad time on planet Earth right now, but we're working on it. We're working on it. Send it to me. You want to seppuku on my crochet hook? Is that what you want? That's exactly the kind of stuff people in the progressive Weimar Republic thought. The manifesto? You want the manifesto? Okay, the Gender Accelerationist Manifesto. How long is this? Is it long? It's fairly long. Okay. Well, I could read it in, like, one sitting, probably. I have not watched Demon Mama's Conversation with Shark. I heard that it was really good. I need to watch Demon Mama's coverage of Foreign Man's video, and then I also need to watch Demon Mama's coverage, Demon Mama's Conversation with Shark. And then hopefully that'll kind of put this whole thing to bed. Yes, it's time to accelerate our gender. Faster! And her convo with Soul Bunny. I watched her convo with Soul Bunny. Actually, Timerinia, we reacted. If you want to, you can check out the VOD. We reacted to it last week. Yeah. And I thought that it was an awful conversation that did not address the issues adequately, in my opinion. And I think Soul Bunny fucking sucks. I think she stood by some of her worst actions, and that she is a terrible human being, and, like, maybe she could be a better human being later, but currently she's a terrible human being. I've decided I don't even want to parse this drama. Well, it's not really drama so much. Like, the conversation with Shark. So the Foreign Man thing, yes, it's drama. Hey, thank you, Gozer. Sending love to Lux, our beloved dragon. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I just don't... it's not like a drama conversation. I think they sort of put to bed a lot of the stuff. They talk about, like, how Shark feels about this whole situation. But I haven't watched it yet. I need to. High-key gender abolitionism feels dangerously and scarily close to turfism. I think that it's just, like, how people apply it, you know? I think that there are some people who argue about gender abolitionism in a way that is turfy, but I don't think that the concept of gender abolition is itself turfism. But it can be misappropriated, sure. But that doesn't mean that it's, like, as a philosophy, something that we should give up on, I don't think. Like, in fact, I think that the idea of gender abolition has been co-opted by TERFs. Like, this was not originally a TERF concept. I heard that she took down the vids and then put the vids back up. Anon. Because someone said that she had taken some of the videos down, and then we checked during stream and they were back up. Poppy is not feeling very good about herself right now. Why? She's about to get pussy surgery. TERFs wield gender abolition against trans people, yeah, but at its core it has been a pro-trans stance. Yeah, like, I don't want to discard it as a concept because it's been misappropriated. Phone? What are you doing, phone? Making noises. Pussy surgery is really one of the most amazing surgeries. Like, what? Yeah. I'm psyched for her. Like, she went to her first, like, pre-surgery appointment, like, today or maybe yesterday. That's really exciting. Wait, hold on. YouTube Premium price update. Dude, they're increasing the premium plan to $13.99 a month. It's like currently $9.99 a month. Dude, I work for your stupid website. You should give me YouTube Premium for free. I really want to, like, complain about this now. To show our appreciation for your loyalty, we're giving you at least 3 extra months at your current price before the price increase will impact your plan. Dude, I make money for your dumbass website. You should give me fucking YouTube Premium for free. I can't believe that I'm already paying $10 a month for this shit, and now you're gonna charge me $4 more every month? Like, literally $4 increase. Are you for real? Not too sure why Poppy is not happy right now. Perhaps it's just one of those dysphoric days. Yeah, fair enough. I'm still trying to schedule my letters appointment for bottom surgery. Fingers crossed I can get scheduled for sometime next year on the actual surgery. Fingers crossed, kitty. Big time. I hope that you can get your shit done soon. I'm still undecided if I want pussy surgery or if I want to keep my dicks. Jade, there are options where you can get a pussy installed and still have your dick. It's tricky, and you have to look into it specifically, but look into penile preserving vaginoplasty. Should we have a place in the Discord server where we talk about that kind of stuff specifically? We had one in the previous server, but we haven't done that in this server. Remember when everyone was psyched because they got all their shows for the price of a $7 a month Netflix subscription? Yeah, the beginning of the end. The correct term is phallus-preserving vaginoplasty. Sure. Penile-preserving vaginoplasty, like, accomplishes the same goal. And, like, what I'm telling you is not how to find surgical information from surgical websites. I'm also, like, what I'm trying to tell you is, like, how to find it. I said penile. I said penile-preserving vaginoplasty. But, like, I'm telling you how, like, what search terms to use to find people who are talking about it and potentially people who have actually gotten the procedure done, you know? My insurance doesn't cover surgeries because they're considered cosmetic. Literally any surgery, if they, like, either they don't cover literally any surgery at all, or they are required to cover your surgery, or it's against the 14th Amendment, you know? Like, they can't disqualify gender dysphoria as a diagnosis from coverage of surgical procedures. If they would give you a surgery for back pain and they won't give you that same surgery for gender-related reasons, that's illegal. I thought premium was $15.99. No, it's been $9.99 for a long time. Tricky dicks? I've been thinking about starting a GoFundMe. Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about bottom surgery and stuff too, and like, my partner is a cis male who is mostly into femme bodies, so I'm like kind of starting to have that conversation with him of like, so if I got bottom surgery, how would that affect our relationship? And, you know, it's gonna have to be an ongoing conversation. I'm literally going to a certain surgeon specifically because they have a team of people who will fight your insurance to get it approved. Hell yeah. I'm just out here trying to afford tuition. That's what you have to, you kind of like have to start a GoFundMe as a trans person, unless you have good insurance. So. It's Marcy Bowers. Oh yeah, Marcy Bowers. I've heard of her. She's good. What about Vancouver? There are no FTM surgeons in the UK because the NHS has been defunded. I know. You used to have one guy. You had one guy doing all of the phalloplasties. And now there's no one doing any phalloplasty surgery in the UK? Like, do you even have a private provider? Is there even one single surgeon, whether they work for the NHS or not, doing penis surgeries? Is there even one? Fuck taxes. Let's get Luxander a lawyer. Ugh. I'm okay without a lawyer for now. For now. Goodness gracious. We did it. We did penis surgery talk. We did it. Where is the, I don't have the bingo board up right now, but that's on the bingo board. We talked about dicks. We talked about penis. A quick cheat to get lawyers to show up. Become a tree. Tree law. So I have to become xenogender. I have to become tree gender. You know? Now that that one person has been completely hounded out of the movement, I get to become the only tree. I am dragon tree gender. Tree dragon? Tree dragon. This is my new gender. This is my new gender, everybody. Just want to make a formal announcement that this is my new gender. It's actually not. I actually don't love tree dragons because I think that dragons are a creature of fire. And so the like forest part kind of fucks that up. But also, that's, I mean, it's a really good gender. It's a great gender. Look at this one. It's so cute. But what if fire tree? True, fire tree. Exactly. I love tree dragons, but they don't make a ton of thematic sense. Are you dragon gender? Yeah, dude. What? Yeah. So I think it'll make a lot more sense, me being dragon gender. It'll, like, I won't have to bring it up verbally as much once I have this thing ready to go. Because then there will be no question that I'm the dragon streamer. There's just going to be no question whatsoever. Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god, my eyeball is starting to get really stingy for some reason. Why are you stingy? Yeah, a responsible dragon would help with controlled burn practices. Yeah, sometimes death is a good thing. No, you're good, Beck. It's like, how often do I say I'm the dragon streamer? Not as often as I should. I have horns. Where are my horns? Are they even in here right now? Where are my horns? What did I do with my horns? Okay, well, they're not in here right now, I guess. Where? I don't know what I did with them. What the fuck? Anyway, and not all dragons spit fire. Yeah, acid dragons. I noticed you have a deep love of plants. Yeah, I love plants. Plants are so good. What are we looking at? VA, the Veterans Affairs has changed their policies. Did they not used to cover trans care? Is that what it was? Like, VA healthcare includes, among other services, gender-affirming hormone therapy. Did that not used to be in there, and now they've made it in there? LGBTQ veterans. So that's cool. That's good to hear. They only covered hormones for the longest time. Wait, so does it say that they cover surgery now? I mean, it's cool that they have this entire page about LGBT care. VA begins action to allow for gender-affirming surgeries in VA healthcare coverage. Okay, well, cool. That's good to hear. That's another reason why the military is one of the... Actually, the military is the single largest employer of transgender Americans. So, yeah, like, it's a big deal. You know, when they say, oh, you know, we don't want trans service members, that's an issue in the Navy. Yeah. I recently watched Down Periscope with my partner, and it was very funny. I hadn't seen it in a long time. The Freemasons will let trans men in and won't kick out trans women who transition after joining the Masons. Weird. I was in the Navy for 8 years. Hey! We appreciate. Definitely strong. Ugh. Strong earth elemental influence with the plants. Dragon equals fire, plants equals earth. Earth elemental dragon. Exactly. Dragons have big claws, big strong feet, so they can dig. Dragons can dig in the earth, and they can fly, and they have fire, and they have very good swimming, serpentine swimming bodies, so all of the elements are one. Anyway. I think the Freemasons are a little bit weird. Like, I was in Job's Daughters when I was a kid, and I just think that it's all weird. It's just a weird, like, thing. Anyway, so we're about 2.5 hours in. Normally I have, like, stuff to talk about, but today I didn't have any topics, so we just kind of meandered for, like, 2.5 hours. So I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with this being a chill stream where we fucked around and we did not find out. Wow, isn't that such a concept? We fucked around and we did not find out. I'm so happy. So yeah, meandering for 2.5 hours is great. Dragon good, dragon good, dragon good. We meandered and we Luxandered. Gorgeous. Okay, well, yep, so I think that it's time for me to go. I'm going to start setting up a new terrarium tonight, actually. That's what my goal is for tonight. I'm going to go see my partner briefly and give him some like, S-tier quality smooches. And then I'm going to, start setting up my terrarium. Oh, I'm so sorry, Andes. My rhymes are so potent that in this small segment, I made all of the NBs in the first 2 rows pregnant. Sorry, that was my bad. We should fuck around more. I bet we'll never find out. We're never gonna find out. We're never gonna find out. Yeah, you want me to tell my partner that chat says hello? Is that what we're doing now? You know, if I move back in with him, maybe we can actually finally do that stream someday where, like, you all get to ask my cisgender partner about being in a long-term relationship with me as a trans person. So, you know, we might do that. Incentive for that. Tell him I said, give me your money. This is a robbery. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll definitely do that. 100%. I'll definitely do that. Okay. Well, I love you all. You're wonderful. Parasocial arena appreciation. Be good. Be good, and I'll see you on Sunday, unless something happens, like if my power goes out for several days again. All right.